Cause I'm trying to be the goal and the vibes don't lose. You guys are old news and your styles don't ooze. You're going head to head with the guy who won't move. Your tide goes snooze with your blind old views. Yeah, you couldn't walk a yard or a mile in my shoes. Yeah, I'ma smile all the way to the dubs. Cause what's an extra mile if you come from the muds? I'm a wild out, watch me ramp it up. Check my style out, everybody look. I'm like Gordon Ramsay, that's just how I cook. My old thing fancy, I don't give a. I ain't giving up now, till I'm living good now. Won't stop until I'm at top.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is John. It's no wonder they call him the Pride of Wales, Joe Calzaghe, a two-weight world champion who was never beaten. A legendary battle with Roy Jones Jr. as well. It's going to take something special to knock this man off his perch. Roy Jones Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion with a remarkable undefeated career.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Good counter punching. How did he absorb that hook? Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Calzaghe and Jones met for the light heavyweight title back in New York City in November of 2008. Calzaghe won on that occasion. Who's going to take the rematch here?
Well, Calzaghe, you think of fighters unbeaten. You think of outstanding fighters. This guy can fight for fun. That's all he does. So now we're going to do it again. And Joe Calzaghe's got it all.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Gotta let your hands go a little. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Left counter scores. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't...
Here we go. It's round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Nice counter punch. And he finished the job. Oh my word, down goes RJJ.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues? Nice exchange here from both men. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. Back on to the third. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle there. He's got to bluff him.
He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
He just misses with that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. Good left counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Lands with the right counter. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? Neither man really defending themselves. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Good left hand. Nice exchange here from both men. Got out of the way there. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And there's the bell for round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know...
Oh, and he rocked him, and now we'll see what kind of finisher he is. Looks like they've shaken it off. Just misses with that big right hand. Both men step back for just a moment. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. There's the bell to start round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's action night.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Here he comes, Deontay Wilder, 6'7" tall with that mass. Here he comes, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, one of the hardest punch. Rocky.
This bout,
one of the hottest. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. So much firepower here. Beautiful counter punch. He gets out of the way of that left hand. There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Both men step back for just a moment. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He misses with the left uppercut. He can't score with that uppercut. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the... Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
counter punch. No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. That left counter was perfectly timed. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Just missed with that big right hand. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You are fighting the Swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that Swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Threw the hook, didn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope that...
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Lands with the right counter. He blocks that jab. That left counter punch will score. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off, then blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Good counter punching from both these fighters. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter. Got out of the way, that right hook. Beautiful counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Great counter right hand there. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but on to the fourth we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Missed him with that uppercut.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Nice exchange here from both men. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Rocky Marciano covering up, trying to buy some time to get out of trouble. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Showing exceptional chins, by the way. Good left counter that lands. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots. These two are the perfect dance partners. Left counter scores. Either man really defending themselves. Best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. And he fails to score with that left hook. They have no respect for each other's punching power. They exchange punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. Let's start the 6th. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin or a pickpocket.
Oh, that punch. Good counter right-handed kick. He parries the right jab away. That counter shot lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Right punch. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Counter punching. A perfect counter lands. Both men step back for just a moment. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt And there's the bell for round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. And a counter left. Insane action. Both men step back for just a moment. There's a counter shot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He parries that right jab away. He just misses with that big right hand. Good counter punch. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete. And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Nice punch. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. On the right. Caution being thrown to the wind. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Big right hand just misses. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. He misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. And we enter the ninth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
counterpunch. His jab just got blocked. He missed with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there, toe-to-toe with them, and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work. I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominant.
We've made it to round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. And he just missed with that left jab. And he just misses with that jab. Fighters certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. A perfect counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. Counter-punching for both these athletes. Neither man really defending themselves. Big left there, but misses. Good counter left hand there. No rest for the weary. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. There's the bell to start round 11. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. And endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Just misses with that uppercut. Hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Nice counter shot. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches. and they're not throwing as many on their own.
When you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered, what gets you through is willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Perfect counter lands. This is a high octane. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes. And there's the bell to start round 12. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. That counter shot lands. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Good counter punching. Nice exchange here from both men. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.